Well, welcome all, and welcome Mr. Barry Peatling to the Barry Peatling Show.
And welcome to you, Colin Sutcliffe. We've got a new setup here today. It's a new innovation of Colin's little trams and trains. It looks pretty clever too. It's a very cold day here again, as Colin knows. It's been raining and I don't know when it's going to stop.
No. So viewers, we're just going, before we get into the game and we get Barry to stop playing with his pen, I just want to show you something from years gone by. We get rid of Barry. Peatling's absence will swing game in Ararat's favour.
Yeah.
It's a very famous from the Mail Times in Horsham, and as you can read here, it describes the article and how you were going to be not there. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I had a very serious injury in the last, I beg your pardon, look up the microphone, Barry. I had a very serious injury in the last quarter of the Dimboola match up at Dimboola, and thought it was LA minor, but it turned out to be one of my nerves was damaged, and I was in plaster for 6 weeks, and I missed the final series. I nearly lost my leg at one stage, but thank God the nerve come back, and so it was a one-off, what do you call it, a weird sort of nerve reaction from being kicked in the knee, which I felt like a bruise.
One-off, but you did you win that year?
No, we got beaten, and the fellow was, Murray Lewis was dead right when we got killed in the first semi-final against, who did he play? I don't know who it was now. Dimboola, I think it was. Tim Dimboola. But the following year we got come out and we won the flag first year in 1961. We won their first flag ever, and I was playing, and I was nearly best on the ground.
Yeah. All right. So that was a little bit.
So it was a pretty good head. That was my first season in the competition, Colin.
First season, and it did affect the team. They lost.
Yeah, well, we was dead right, Murray Lewis, because that was. I mean, I was like 18 or something.
People were saying that you were a one-man team.
No, not a one-man team, but I was up there for 5 or 6 years. I was the best rower up there, officially, by Murray Lewis talking, and well, I actually still hold the record for 1961 kicking 60 goals for a rover. It's still, the record still stands, Colin.
Very good record.
That's a long time, 50 years. Keep looking at the
Talk to the viewers. Viewers.
So I did make a name up, but that wasn't. I was in my hospital bed when apparently they brought they were going to bring it up that day when I was in plaster. I thought they might upset me, but unbeknownst to them, that would have been sort of sparked me up, seeing the headline. Anyway, but it was a pretty good headline anyway.
Very good. So just pause it. So let's get into the game that happened on the weekend. That's Chelsea versus Karingal. Tell us the crowd and conditions, Barry.
The crowd was in pretty good, big crowd up there, but I'll say something about the ground and the conditions later, but it was the most disgusting ground. The mud, as you come out the race and in front of our players run it, as you come out, it was like a pigsty. And I tell you what, I reckon anyone who fell in no one fell in the mud, because they all going around it. Yeah. I reckon they could be dead now.
Wow.
It was smelling. It had the, what's that yellow, green stuff on the...
algae?
Yeah. One of the fellas said, that's all algae. I mean, if someone fell in it,
well,
it could be...
So what's your message for
I say, McCringle, and of course the other side's 19th to 20th man was all dry as a bone. You are disgusting, Karingal. Smarten up. That is got to be the most disgusting ground I've ever seen conditioned in my life. And dangerous too.
Okay, let's get into the first half then.
Well, the first half, they jumped us in the first quarter, kicking about 5 goals to us, 1. But the Ruckdale's Colin was Grant Goodall. He's better than Ashley Eames.
Wow.
And of course, poor little Jason Clark and Benny Finnemore was trying their hardest. He was just about a foot and a half up taller than the other fellows. I mean, we just couldn't. He won the game from already. I'm telling you now. In the first quarter. The first quarter was we were 1-6 to them 5-3.
Right, so they had the jump on us.
Well, yeah, of course.
Was there a win?
No, 2 or 3
goals. It was actually quite nice.
But Michael Burke, who was 35, he's been a star for the last 20 years. He doesn't look any younger. But in the second quarter, we had a bit better kicking for us, for 4 goals to them 5.
Yeah, right.
Bradley Clark, Toddy Gardner were playing well. Travis Graham and little Daniel Arslan are going all right too in the first half. But it wasn't a bad. It was a good second quarter. We kicked 4 goals. So we were 5-7 at half time to them 10-4.
Wow.
The game was about over
just
then.
about, well, 5 goals, not just about over, really. So let's get into the second half, the third quarter, Barry.
Third quarter, Mickey Burke, Michael Burke, he's called. He just stepped up another gear. He kicked about 2 or 3 goals, give away about, set up about 4.
Yeah.
Playing like a 25-year-old. I've got it written here. He's a 35-year-old was playing like a 25-year-old.
Right.
He was a star.
Just
And he set up, as I say, set up a lot of goals. He's a freak. There's no doubt. And of course, Grand Goodall.
Yeah.
I reckon he had about 40 knockouts.
Wow.
All went to one of these players.
Yeah.
And 3/4 time
Yep.
score was, we were 8-9
Mm.
to them 15-7.
Okay. So it was all over pretty much.
Oh, it was all over at half time.
So let's get into the last quarter then, Barry.
The last quarter, we battled hard in the last quarter. Actually, it was one of our best quarters, and we sort of fought it out. And I mean, under difficult circumstances, and plus we never got a hit out all day, Colin. When you don't get
Talk to me through that.
no clearances through the middle, it's the game's sort of half over. So the final score was Chelsea 10-12 to Karingal 18-12.
Yeah, right. Okay, so a decent win.
Well,
by
8
Karingal.
goals. I mean, they're second last. We're
Second
last.
last, right,
So it doesn't
okay.
say much for it. I don't know how they're second last, because the last 2 teams we played this
Well,
week, didn't
Chelsea are rubbish. I think Chelsea are no good.
Oh, well, of course, the big Ruckman didn't play.
Yeah. Our big ruckman.
Our big Ruckman, yeah. I mean, that would have been, he would have nullified Grant Goodall to a certain extent, but he, I said, what's wrong with him? I said, oh, crook ankle. But he wasn't at the game.
Right.
Why is it, I mean,
Ask the match.
well, the
match
players, I mean, the players when they're injured, it's automatic. You got to attend the game, especially if they get paid good money, for God's sake.
All right. Well, that's the score. Let's get into the goal kickers. Who did you have there as goal kickers, Barry?
Our goal kickers were Tabakman, played a fair game, 2 goals. Bywaters, he battled hard all day. Jack France, and I told you about this fellow Jack France, he can play. He kicked another 2 goals and one beautiful 15-metre goal on the wet day. Travis Graham 1, Chris Charity 1, and Daniel Arsman 1.
Okay, so there's our goal kickers. Let's get our group of best players.
The group of best players were Daniel Arsman, Bradley Clark, Curtis Bywaters, Toddy Gardner, Travis Graham, and Jason Clark.
Right, okay, let's get the votes now. 1 vote.
1 vote to Travis Graham, who played a top game all day. I'll say something about Travis Graham later. Two votes to Toddy Gardner, and 3 votes to Bradley Clark. In the last quarter, Colin,
Yeah.
they had 22 possessions between the 2 of them.
3 votes to Bradley Clark.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a gun, mate. I tell you. The last 5 weeks, I reckon he's been in the first top 2 best players for Chelsea. I can tell you now.
Really good.
Bradley Clark, you're a star, mate. I tell you now. And he got bashed a couple of times too.
Highlights package.
There's only one
Injuries.
one highlight, Colin. It was Travis Graham's goal in the last quarter. He got around 2 or 3 players, took a couple of bounces, kicked a goal, 40 metres out, 50 metres out. Well done, Travis. You're a star, mate.
Injuries?
Well, we had Geordie Marshall. He's one of the young guns, and he had an injury last week, but he's going to be out for the season.
So that's injury
Geordie Marshall.
news. So
God, hang on, David Willett wasn't playing either. He had a hamstring again.
Oh, right, okay.
But he's always had a hamstring. What is wrong with it? David, get yourself fit because we need you.
Yep.
So that's Geordie Marshall. I'll tell you a little quick story about him.
Tell the deals, yeah.
The last half, I was talking to him half time. He had one of them multi-bets on the TAB, and he had 6. At the first 5 in, he had $25 something on the ticket, and he had Adelaide to win. I checked it out yesterday. Adelaide won, of course.
Yeah.
He's won $400.
Wow, excellent.
Well done, Geordie. I'm going to have to take some tips off you from now on.
So who are they playing next week?
Just going to play one of the ordinary sides, YCW at Chelsea, and YCW got beat by Mount Elias on the weekend.
Okay, so it's not
5 goals.
Not a one-horse race.
Well, at least they played dead because they beat Mount Elias the first season. Like the first game this season was by 15 goals.
So you wanted to say something about the Tigers, Barry?
Yeah, the Tigers. I watched that game yesterday. I'll talk about people. If we talk about sides getting robbed, they were dead set robbed in the last quarter. They had 2 50-metre penalties, which was just ticky-touch.
Yeah, ticky-touch would.
30, and the lead changed 5 times in the last quarter, which was frustrating.
Yeah.
And they finished up getting beaten by 10 points, but it was a very good effort by the Tigers, and I reckon that they might sort of spur them up for the rest of the season. Well done, Tigers, and especially, Jack Rewell. He's a marvel, I'll tell you. He played anywhere, centre half back, centre half forward anywhere, and he nearly won the game for us. But I was quite happy because they've been going pathetic, haven't they, lately? And they should spur the supporters up a little bit because Footscray's third, aren't they?
Yeah.
Keep looking over there, but I should be looking here.
Stick there. Cheerios, Barry. Give us the Cheerios.
This is a new setup, and it's going to be very good.
It's confusing Barry a little bit.
Well, I like to talk to a human being.
You got to talk to yourself.
That's what I'm saying. I
you
like
need to talk to yourself.
I am, but I do like to talk to a human being. But now,
and to him.
This is the man I got to talk to.
Just talk to yourself.
That little man.
See your viewers as you.
Well, it feels like you sort of up yourself when you look at yourself.
Well, that's all right.
Cheerios.
Let's get
I've got Cheerios. I've got Cheerios. My darling little lady Elma from South Australia.
Talk to Elma.
Maria rang up on the computer today. She's still going. I thought she might have died, but of course PH, Sandy and Carl. How you going, PH? Nos rang me up last week and he said you don't ring in for a couple of weeks. You better give me a call and tell me how you're going, mate. I'm not worried about you. But anyway, that's Carlos and Sandy. They'll be looking after you anyway. And of course Tony, my number one first cousin.
Tony Pepperoni.
Tony Cornwell.
Yeah.
Has been watching all the videos. He reckons we're a star. We're 2 stars.
Stars in the making.
He's given you about 2 comments.
Stars in the making.
And he's been on TV. He told me a few weeks ago, but he's been on TV directing movies. And of course, he's very good mates with Dennis Lilly, Rodney Marston, and Greg Chappell. Can you believe that?
I've got breaking news for you as well in this cricket scene. While we're talking about cricket, is Brad Hogg is going to play for the Renegades.
I've seen that. Yeah. He's 45 or something.
Yep.
42.
Oh, it's 45.
He's a gun, I'll tell you. He's a player for the
Chinaman, left arm Chinaman.
He'll get his. Can he get a pension in cricket for playing cricket?
Yeah. He's got a 10-year contract.
10 years. Of course, and would you believe Tony, my cousin, Tony, well, I keep looking at Colin there, but he's got a very good friend who is part owner of one of the best sprinters in the world, Buffering, who won the sprint in Ascot last year. He's very good friends. Tony, you're a mum. You know more about. You have more what do you call it? People know in the high part of the sports world.
High people.
Yeah, I mean Buffering. He's one of the best sprinters in the world. Dave Robinson. That's him. So if you're watching Dave Robinson, and Tony might tell you to watch this because he's a part owner. I can't. He knows more people than I know. Who thought of this? My cousin Tony Cornwell. I'll tell you now.
Any other?
Oh yeah, I mentioned PH, Sandy and Carlos, Aaron and Maria and Nicole. And, now that's about all we've got. This is a new innovation for people.
See how it works. For
people in Colin's up this video at YouTube. So I hope this works out alright.
So that's goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me. I'll see you all next week. Bye bye.
Then we get ours. When we get our first goal, but we just got to fucking roll the dice from that moment on, okay? Whether if that's in the last 2 minutes, I don't care. As soon as we score our goal, we fucking go. We run, we spread, we go, we roll off the mark and hit inside 50 and we bust our ass. Right. So Jace, really good, mate. Awesome. They're weak finishes, okay? They're weak finishes. That's happened a lot to them over the course of the season. Nice and tight. Big quarter, boys.
Come on, Charles.
Remember, make strong. When you're tired, the decisions you make, either make it for the team or break it for the team. So make good decisions. Don't hit that risky one unless it's really, really on. And get your body moving towards the target when you're kicking. Okay, we're going to wheel and go, and we're just going to go inside 50 as long and strong as we can. Backs, just make sure that when you're bringing the ball out, you have a good look around, make the best choice, okay? By foot, we can win the game. By hand, we're going to get caught up. So, okay, let's go by foot every time, and run and come on.
Roland, say hello.
Hello.
Go, boys.
They're going to put this on camera, this ground, I'll tell you now. That is the worst ground I've ever seen in my life. This wheel of mud there. Roland, say something, Roland, about this ground, will you?
It looks to me like blue-green algae in that, and it stinks.
The pigs wouldn't.
Disgraceful.
The pigs wouldn't go in there, would they? Look at that.
No, they wouldn't.
Unbelievable.
When we get hold of it, and it's the same every week in different facets, it's just not quite there. It's okay at times, but used to the footy. And just those inside 50 entries that have got to actually hit the scoreboard. Thought Jace Clark, you were outstanding today. right at the start, we talked about, you know, making personal sacrifices for the good of everyone else, and it was obviously less than ideal for you personally to play in the ruck, but you took the challenge on, and I appreciate it. I thought, young Nolsey, you know, I know you didn't get heaps of game time, but I've seen something in the game that I really liked, and that was your willingness to lay big, strong tackles and hold on to them, which was pretty well. And then, yeah, Travis, really good. You know, just continual running, hard work. There's lots of guys that were good, but I thought, yeah, Trav running hard. Guys in the midfield, he tried really hard, but obviously with the ruckman early in the game dominating, and then just generally they were able to get forward on us, and we weren't able to control that. Probably should be disappointed. It was probably a game that we could have actually won if we had been up and about a little bit in that